Hey there, hopefully I'll be able to do a kind of a quick shave today. We've got Scarn from Stirling, a seasonal Black Friday release. I've got a fairly newish feather blade because I'm going to put it in this Game Changer head. I finally found it and it's my 84 head or 85, whatever that higher gap is. And then we've also got this Semogue Owners Club with the Taj resin handle. He's been soaking for a couple minutes in water, as boars almost always need to do. So I'm going to get him back in there. And let's load up the blade into the razor. This has only had 2 uses on it. And I thought it would be a great comparison, a comparison. I was looking for this base plate and I had put it in a little organizer that I forgot about instead of the main one where I keep all my carve blades. So we have it in there, put it on top. And if I load it like this, where I put the blade on the top cap, then you need to be careful how you tighten it up. Because yeah, you got to make sure those posts from the base plate go properly into the blade on the top cap. All right, this razor does well for me. Just showered, so my face is clean of oils and for the most part. And I've got they had a sale on the EDT, the cologne for Scarn, and I got that, and I've kind of been enjoying wearing it. It's a little reminiscent of something else, and I don't just love it. I kind of wish it was a little darker. I wish it was a little muskier. It's a little pleasant. It's a cologne. I believe it's patterned after something, but I'm sorry, I don't remember what. It's the 3-ounce container that Stirling offers their different soaps in, mainly their seasonal ones and Black Friday type releases. So let's load up, and I'll go ahead and do let's just do a 20-second load, and we'll start at the 20 mark. Just quickly grabbed a soap to use today. I'm sorry, a brush. This is one that I am intending to put a lot of uses on compared to the other boar brushes that I have in my kind of borathon, my boar rotation. And so it's nice to have a brush like that so that in times where you have a little kind of a birthday party to go to and you don't need to use up a lot of time, you can just grab it. This is slick. I almost feel like this little wet proto lather here I could shave with. I might do that someday, to be honest with you. Just see. Wouldn't that be funny? If you you loaded up your brush, but then you shaved with the excess that flowed out instead of what was on your brush. Rinsing off the puck, the outside of the container there, so that the soap doesn't build up in the threading. Definitely received a good many soaps that where the guy did not bother cleaning up the threading, and sure enough, sometimes those lids were really kind of a chore to get on and off. I do have the Stones post-shave balm, I guess it is, from Mammoth. I shaved with this soap the other day. Tremendous scent that I really like, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what the balm has for me. And as usual, Stirling is coming together nicely. I can go ahead and let's just shoot 2 tablespoons of water in it. Switch you down to the bowl view. If you like your lathers thicker than I do, I strongly encourage you to try face lathering because it can be pretty convenient, and if you have a brush that you like the feel of on your face, then you get a lot more of that if you want to work out your arm muscles more than you might with a bowl, then you can do that. I find that it is more work to face lather. And maybe it's just because of the kind of lather I like to generate. Very wet, very slippery, and so it requires more working of the lather, usually, for me. That's a nice scent. Not amazing, but nice. We'll see how it smells on my face. I'm sure it's a reproduction, inspired by some, popular men's cologne. And there we go. Let's just go with that since I'm in a bit of a hurry. Splash some water on my face. Man, that is slippery stuff. What was on my face? Man, Stirling is just so good. It's good regardless, but it's amazing for the price. And this brush is doing great. Almost 50 uses maybe, somewhere around that. It's already comfortable, soft, and plenty of the tips have not split yet. So it's going to get even better. Now, do you see the texture here on my face? How it's kind of gathered a little bit. It looks a little dry relative to what I usually have. We've got a lot gathering up in a very stiff way near my goatee, so this lather could definitely use some more water if I wanted to give that. But like I said, since we're going to move quickly today, let's just take it down with this. Let me look and see. 84. 84 is the gap on this one. Oh man, that's nice. You can hear it and kind of feel it cutting, but it's a very low sensation of the cutting. This is a terrific combination. This is what revived the game changer for me, because I tried the 68 first and it was a disaster for me. It was so mild that very few of my blades would work with it. And it had such a big name like Game Changer that I just kind of laughed. I probably was more critical of it because they gave it that name. If you're going to call it Game Changer, make it do something instead of give you a crappy shave. And then they, of course, was part of their plan, I'm sure. Now I'm not going to bother rinsing. I'm just going to throw on the next. Well, since this is a little drier than usual, let me put some water on my face. If you got a really wet lather, you can easily skip the rinse. And indeed, even I'm sure there are folks out there that like their lathers kind of dry and they skip it anyway. But that's what I do. Yeah, see, this is creamier now. I don't know if you can tell or not. The addition of that water really helped it out. Man, the feather blade, I might just do 2 passes because I am interested in saving some time. This is not my marathon feather blade. That one has got maybe 63 uses on it or something like that. Oh man, easy cutting, wonderful combination here. I like this razor a lot. It's pretty efficient to give you a good close shave, but it stays pretty comfortable, especially right now. This is a wonderfully comfortable shave. You still get a bit of a feeling that you're shaving, and I kind of want that. I don't want just to feel nothing, you know. And so what I'm going to do is, the reason I'm using this razor today other than the fact that I just enjoy it. And this wonderful pass right here going this way, and sometimes it doesn't go nearly that well. And so this is a great testament to the, for my skin at least, to the blade combination with this razor head. I'm going to try the open comb next, the 68 open comb, a base plate that was loaned to me by Gape, a YouTube viewer. And Gape, if you're watching, man, make sure to make a comment. I've got those soaps that you let me borrow that I'd like to get back to you, and I need to get your address. So I found Scarn quite light. I don't remember really how it smelled during the shave because of that. And sometimes that's why I don't pick up every single cologne type scent from Stirling. There was like Iniquity for him and Iniquity, for her, of course. I wouldn't order that one. But I just got lots of Stirling cologne scents. And sometimes those are not as strongly scented as I might want. This is very nice. It is. I could see how they would call it Scarn. Michael Scarn is the character on TV from The Office. Is the imaginary character from the actor, from the character who's there. Michael Scott is the leader of the manager of that paper company location, and he imagines himself and writes fan fiction or whatever, imagines himself to be some kind of spy who's called Michael Scarn. And so that's where the name came from. And he is a great guy at heart. And so in that sense, I think it matches how this cologne is kind of exotic, but kind of not, because Michael is that kind of exotic, but kind of not kind of nice and pleasant as well. But I do wish maybe it was a little stronger biting in some of the different ways. But I'll research the scent, the cologne this is based off of, and see what it has to say. And the blade and the razor, like I said, did wonderfully. This is an aftermarket handle I bought off eBay. It's titanium, and I believe it's RUS Drunk Bear. And he has got some neat designs, but lately I think he's taken all of his stuff off eBay. I don't know if the COVID thing has, I think he took his stuff off at the time of COVID. I'm glad I just did 20 seconds of loading, because I've got another 2 or 3 passes of lather in this bowl here. So just cleaning up here, talking at the same time. Probably should have used 4 teaspoons of water for this lather, but I used 3. So 20 seconds of loading in 3 seconds. 3 teaspoons of water. I'm glad that we replaced the faucet. So I'm going to switch to that 68 open comb next shave, I hope, and use this same feather blade and compare. This is a wonderful shave that I did feel the blade edge a little bit, but it cut hairs effortlessly. I could feel it just a little bit, and I just would enjoy having this shave anytime, all the time. It's a great one. So let's use that 68 open comb, which for me the solid bar was too mild, but the open comb adds a little bit of aggression, and I think in general it does bring more blades into the picture, able to be used by me for that particular head. But now let's do a direct comparison. I know that it's better than the 68 solid bar, so let's see if the 68 open comb is better than the solid bar that's the higher gap, the 84. All right, I'm gonna pack up and stuff. Oh yeah, hey, let's use this. I'm gonna shake it first because it's not a pure alcohol splash. Stones from Mammoth. I used the soap before, and it's all background notes. There are no foreground notes to kind of come and go, and I really like it a lot. It's something that I might come up with myself and ask somebody to make. And so when people are doing that, every time I think, well, if I were to find a custom soap maker who would do something, I've heard that Van Eule will actually do that for you. I don't really enjoy her soap base very much, but compared to these others, but I have heard that she will custom make you a soap, which is kind of neat. If you have your nose on a interesting combination that you can't find anywhere. Well, this balm went on great. That's just terrific. It looks nice. It feels It feels very slippery, almost like a lather, and I'm sure it's going to absorb pretty quickly. Oh yeah, smells good. These base notes of earthy things like leather and vetiver and oud, that sort of thing. Um, you'll have to look at the website to find out the exact notes. I don't have them on hand. If you look at my website, my YouTube channel, I've recently used the stone soap, and you can look at the description there if you don't want to travel to Mammoth's site. If he's got that soap out of stock, it may not be listed. You may have to find it on trythatsoap.com. All right, guys. Well, this smells terrific. I think it goes well with Scarn because Scarn is so weak it didn't really carry over very much. So no problem there. Even if it did, I think they blend very nicely. In fact, I think the things that I wish Scarn would have added to it is contained in stones. So I managed to luck out. I had be in the right place at the right time to get the very limited stones set that I got. A little Black Friday, Christmas, Thanksgiving present to myself. There we go. That's it. A little short shave today. Hope you all are doing great. Alan, Peter Sutcliffe, Peter Cook, glad to be chatting with you guys often on the comments. We'll do a live shave at some point. Buzz had this great idea of picking my favorite gear and doing a live shave off that. I think that's nice. Sometimes I'm tempted to just do a live shave off the cuff with not too much warning. I don't know. Maybe we'll try that sometime as well. And I'm just going to pack up and get on out to the festivities and stuff of the day. You guys take care. I hope there's been something in this shave that is going to help you out, benefit you in some way. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. Take care.